Hello everybody, it's the Scary Parrot, and today I'm going to be starting a franchise called the Top Mario Kart Tracks. Now you may have noticed that I released a top 20 Mario Kart tracks back in 2017, but the more I watch that video, the more I start to disagree with some of my picks. So I'm going to start again. Now, this is how this franchise is going to work. I'm going to rank my top 20 Mario Kart tracks from Super Mario Kart all the way up to Mario Kart 8. Then afterwards, I'm going to use my number one favourite Mario Kart track from each game and do a face-off where I rank those tracks into my top 10 list. And at that point, you will know what my favourite Mario Kart track is in the entire franchise. So, for today, and for this video only, I'm going to rank my top 10 favourite tracks from Super Mario Kart, the first ever Mario Kart track. Anyway, let's get going. And let's kick off this list with Choco Island 2. Now, if you ask me, this track is just a mixed bag to me. There's some parts that are good, and there's some parts that aren't. The good parts of that, the piranha plants are put into some good places, and the music is very good. And also the overall theme just kind of makes you hungry because, it reminds you of chocolate. Although the bad parts is that there's this big massive mud pole smack in the middle of the track, which slows you right down. In fact, you go so slowly that I even think a snail would probably outrun you. And it's just kind of a nuisance. And also after there are these ramps that fly you like a million feet in the air and you lose control of your car. It's almost as if Nintendo randomly put these ramps there without even thinking. But at least the music is good, and to be honest with you, that's really the only reason why this track pretty much cracks this list. Anyway, let's move on to number 9. Mario Circuit 4. And here's the first Mario Circuit track to crack this list, and believe me, it is not the last. This track is very complex. Well, it's the last race of the Star Cup, so yeah, what to expect. The music is pretty good as well. Is there anything else to say about this track? No, not really. Let's just move on. Bowser Castle 1. This is the first ever Bowser track in existence. Yeah, it's very flat and bland to compare to what we're used to now. And to be honest with you, this track is fairly boring, and there isn't really too much to say about this track. The only thing that makes this track somewhat good and in this top 10 is the music. The music, if you listen to it, it's actually a remake of Super Mario World, the Final Battle theme, which is pretty cool. Donut Plains 1. Yeah, this track is based upon Super Mario World, my favourite game of all time, because there's a world in this game called Donut Plains, so yeah. This track is quite adventurous and quite exhilarating as well. The music is very appropriate to the track. Nevertheless, this track is a blast, and I love racing on this track. And also, I kind of like the spellings of the word donut. I generally think donut should be spelt like that, rather than this. Although, oh well, this track is still pretty good. Mario Circuit 3. I really like the overall design of this track. I prefer this track over Mario Circuit 4 because the turns on this track is a lot more fairer and a lot more balanced than Mario Circuit 4. So I generally think that this is probably my second favourite Mario Circuit in the game. If you want to know what my favourite one is, well, keep on watching and you'll find out. Vanilla Lake 2. Boy, this track is hard. It's kind of like Sherbet Land on the N64, only it's better because the penguins aren't there, though it's a lot harder as well. Although, those ice blocks though, honestly, those ice blocks are so annoying. But anyway, there isn't really too much to say about this track other than its difficulty, and that's what makes the track good. And the music, I must say, for an ice track theme, the music is pretty good. It is not as good as the beta version of the track, although the final version is still pretty good though. Very catchy. Donut Plains 3. Yeah, Donut Plains 1 was a good track, but Donut Plains 3 is basically Donut Plains 1 but 1,000 times better. To be honest with you, most of the things that I said about Donut Plains 1 also applies to this track as well, only this track is slightly better because it has a short gap that you can jump over it. That reason alone is why it's my favourite Donut Plains track in the franchise, including the remakes. Mario Circuit 1, and yeah, this is my favourite Mario Circuit in the franchise. Now guys, whoa, please, let me explain. This track is so underrated. Look, some people hate this track because it's boring, it only has 5 turns, it's flat, it's not difficult, it's not interesting, but hey, this is the first ever Mario Kart track in existence. It's supposed to be boring. It's not supposed to be interesting. It's supposed to be a flat track and it's supposed to teach you how to play Mario Kart. And it does the job very well. This track is very basic and it's very iconic. And this track definitely deserves a lot more love than it gets. Mario Circuit 1 is my third favourite Super Mario Kart track. Bowser Castle 3. This track is fairly difficult, and for a flat Bowser Castle track on the Super Nintendo, this track is pretty good and it's very interesting. Especially like the part when the track splits into tiny little sections and it sort of turns into kind of like a maze. And the thumps are put into some very good places and some are in very clever places as well. This track is a very good track and I really want this to return in another Mario Kart game. Please Nintendo, we need a SNES Bowser Castle track. There hasn't been a single one, and yet there's been 3 Game Boy Advance Bowser Castle tracks being remade. So please, this track is very good, although it definitely needs a remake, and I'll be looking forward to see what Nintendo does with it, especially with anti-gravity and gliding jumps and all that stuff. It's going to be good. Yeah, Rainbow Road. Yeah, you probably saw this one coming. If you've been subscribed to me for quite a while, you'll know how much I love SNES Rainbow Road, so I won't talk about it for that long. Well, at least I try not to. Anyway, this track is iconic, it's difficult, it's simple, it's unique, so yeah, it's just a great track. And the thwomps, oh no, they're not any old thwomps, they are super thwomps, and they will spin you out just by touching them. They don't even have to crush you to pretty much tell you it's game over for you. And the track, they turned 90-degree turns. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the music, oh, the music is phenomenal. It gives you a perfect sense of stars twinkling in space, of you just going on an adventure in space, literally riding on a rainbow. And yeah, okay, I won't talk about it for any longer, but come on. This track is so good and it's very underrated. I love SNES Rainbow Road, the first ever Rainbow Road track in the franchise, and it should be remembered for that. It is phenomenal. Did you agree with them? Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this? So obviously, since SNES Rainbow Road made it to number 1, that will be in the face-off in the last video, where I'm going to rank my favourite Mario Kart tracks into a top 10 list. So, next time, we're going to be doing the top 10 Mario Kart 64 tracks, so stay tuned for that. Until then, I'll see you guys later.